Hello everyone, this is Money Mom. Welcome to the channel. Today I wanted to chat with you guys about best money saving tips part 9. I'm going to get right into these and I'm going to rapid fire a lot because we have over 200 money saving ideas and now I'm on number 72. Okay, first one, find cheaper alternatives for the things you like. Example, I love the Jordan Skinny Syrup. I love it. But sometimes I can find Jordan Skinny Syrup at Ross about half the price as you can other places, and I have found generic versions of it for even cheaper. So if there's something you love, look around, do your research, find cheaper alternatives. Next one, immerse yourself in everything financial you can, frugal channels. That's the thing I love about the frugal community. Everyone brings something different to the table. You can learn things from everyone else or be reminded about saving money, but not just saving. You've got investing money. There's so many different things, goal setting, all of that. Immerse yourself. Also get free financial books from the library, all of that stuff. And because the more you educate yourself and immerse yourself and surround yourself, the more money you can save and the more you can learn. Okay, I know this one is common sense. Do I live by it? Let's just be blunt, no. I think most of us, I'm just giving my opinion, if we ate a little less food and got used to a little smaller portions, I'm not walking the walk on that, and I'm being honest, but one of you wrote it in, so I'm sharing it, okay? That one is not from me. Next one, turn off notifications because they're tempting, off your phone, computer, even unsubscribe from certain emails that might be tempting from some of your favorite stores. Okay, wait 72 hours before buying, even wait 24 hours. Because if you do it, and I know I can be quite impulsive, because if you're an impulsive person, you might go, oh, that's cute, oh, I need that. You know, kind of FOMO, fear of missing out, right? Okay, another one, some of you have told me you swap subscription services and even share certain subscription services and with your kids. Even one of my friends, I know this isn't a subscription service, well actually it is. One of them subscribes to one magazine, one of them subscribes to another magazine, they read it and they swap. They also do that with books too. If they buy a bestseller, they share it. So one person's in charge 1 month of buying some of these books, and they get them from Costco, things like that. And then the whole family reads it. So they, move that book around. And then the next month another family does. And so basically sharing things with one another, books, services, all that stuff. Even, and I'm even throwing this in there. I have a friend of mine that was going to go to a wedding, and another friend of hers is like, they're the same size, same height. She's like, why should you buy a new dress, new shoes? We're the exact same size on everything. Just use mine. I've only worn it once. I don't go out and dress up. And so she swapped it. If we swapped and shared things with each other, imagine how much money we'd save. Organize your own home and help other friends organize their home. And number one, you're going to forget about things you had and you can start using. So it's like you're shopping in your own house for free stuff because you forgot you had it. Or your friend says, hey, I don't use this. Do you want it? And it might be something you want, like a bread maker. And she's like, hey, I don't use it. And you're like, wow, I'd love to have that because we make our own bread homemade and my bread maker just died. That kind of thing. So you know what? Help your friends in each other, organize each other's homes, and find things around the house and trade things. It all works out good. Okay, I've mentioned this one before, but it bears repeating again. If you have, you're going grocery shopping, on one half of the piece of paper, write all the things you need that you know you're going to need to make meals for your family. On the other side, you write things that aren't a need that people want, whether maybe it's pop or maybe one of your kids said, hey, I really would like to have these chips that are on sale. You buy your needs first and you buy a few of the wants if you feel you can afford it in your budget, okay? One of you wrote this one down. Shop at a smaller grocery store because the bigger the grocery store, the more possible things that you could buy. One of you also mentioned just because something's on sale doesn't mean it's a good deal. You could be getting, maybe misled into thinking something's a good sale because it's a colorful sign, but really do your research and keep a price book and all of that. Many of you also mentioned that you do use several apps on your phone that help you save money. You use online coupons, you use reward programs, loyalty cards, and all of that stuff adds up. Call companies, tell them you're loyal to their products. They may send you coupons for free things. Also, if you can't use certain what I call national brands and you feel like maybe they're cost prohibitive, do they have a store brand that might save you some money? Many of you have said, you know what, you like store brands just as well, so that might be good. And Go Meatless, one of you had mentioned to me that you make a lentil loaf. You got the lentil loaf recipe from the channel Under the Median, Hope and Larry, and they are vegan and they make some lentil burgers. Well, you made it into a lentil loaf and said it is so flavorful and so delicious and so inexpensive. I'm actually going to make it. Okay, one of you told me you eat OMAD 1 meal a day and that saves a lot of money. Also, meal plan on the things that you already have at your house and make do with them. There's tons of websites out there that you can throw your ingredients on and it'll give you recipe ideas. That way you don't waste anything. You have a little sour cream left, you have a little pasta left, you have a little of this kind of meat, a few of these spices. Put it out. There's certain websites, I don't have them offhand, but you can research that and they'll let you know what you can do with those ingredients. That way you don't waste them. One of you mentioned that instead of going on a vacation, you do a staycation. So what you do is you stay at home and you come up with activities or you pick a project to do and you kind of schedule your time out and you plan fun things, whether it's a game night, a movie night. You might even plan a picnic in the living room, and you also maybe have a day where you pick a special project you're working on, but a staycation, and you might do something special. Maybe you even go out for dinner one of those nights, so you do something maybe really special, but a staycation rather than spending thousands of dollars on a vacation. Okay, next one, look for free classes everywhere you go. Sometimes they have them in the community, they have them online. You know, there's all sorts of free classes that you can take or very low cost classes you can take that you might learn a skill, whether it's, you know, sewing, how to repair things, all that kind of stuff. Some of these stores like Lowe's, Home Depot, places like that, they have classes. And so just look around for free classes. Also, I've gone to like a free puppet show at the library. Look for the library and see what your library offers. One of you mentioned you went to a free tea party at the library. That was absolutely lovely. I went to a puppet show at the library that was free. Okay, free YouTube movies. Also, pick up, some people have mentioned that they pick up stuff on the side of the road. One of you had mentioned you picked up a dresser and redid it and it's beautiful and you sanded it down and you've gotten a lot of free things on the side of the road and fixed them up and they're brand new. Some of you even have resold some of those items. Nobody said they dumpster dive, but I have known people that love to dumpster dive. I do have a friend of mine, her husband, when he used to live in the area, they don't live in the area anymore, he used to love to dumpster dive and would get things out of the dumpster that he couldn't believe people were throwing away. A lot of it was furniture related and he would fix it up. Okay, another thing is that see if you can call in some of your companies and see if you can get special deals on things and see if they'll cut the price. You can even tell them, hey, I'm thinking about maybe, you know, canceling my service. I've had some people do that, and I don't know that because this price is getting cost prohibitive, they may give you a special deal or they may give you something for free. Hey, the answer is no unless you ask. Always ask for things. Always ask for discounts. You can always do that. Also, I've known people that have cut out their services temporarily. I knew somebody that did that with cable because their husband loved cable, but they're like, you know what, we really need to save money, and they cut it out for 6 months to see if they'd miss it. Found out they didn't miss it, they got Roku instead, okay? Another thing, and I've always mentioned this one, but one of you even wrote it, you always at the end of your trip, whenever you shop at all, you put something back. I do that every time I go grocery shopping. Last time I went grocery shopping, I put 3 things back. And it really helps save money because I didn't absolutely need those things. And so I do that every single week. That really keeps my grocery bill down. And I actually, before I started the YouTube channel, I used to spend more money on groceries than I actually do now in many ways. But I didn't cook as much from scratch as I do now, okay? Another thing is have a no-touch savings account. That's one of the other things that I do. I have a no-touch savings account so that way if any major emergency happens that I can go into it if I need to. But I like the peace of mind because a lot of times when people start a savings account, it's so easy to get into it for some reason. So what I do is I have a savings account like that I can get into easily. Then I set aside a no-touch savings account that it's only used for major medical emergency or job loss. That's the only thing. So that way I separated those savings account. I definitely highly recommend that. I know I went over a lot of ideas today. I hope you've enjoyed them. I want to ask you guys, out of all the things I mentioned, which ones are ones you would actually use? And so we have a few more weeks of the money saving ideas. I hope that you have learned something from them, and I'd love to know what your favorite tips are. That's all I have to say for now. I love you, appreciate you, and I hope to see you on the next video. Bye, everybody.